There's many points that have been made incredibly well by many of my colleagues, Senator Bailey, Senator Myrie, so I will only reiterate that everything that they've said is absolutely 1,000% on point. I thank Senator Benjamin for bringing this to the floor. And I actually want to thank Senator Montgomery, because she actually one of the points that I was going to make, I'm going to make 2 points, and one of them was actually covered by Senator Montgomery. The reality is that on this floor, we have been referring to those people as felons, as inmates, as prisoners. And this is a battle that I'm probably not going to win with most folks in this room. But I would like to posit to all of you that, much like I did many weeks back when we're referring to illegals and the way that many of folks across the aisle, and sometimes on my side, use those words, it is a way to dehumanize individuals. Senator Montgomery used the term formerly incarcerated, which was actually taught to me by people who are formerly incarcerated. Individuals who have served their time, who have done the responsible thing, who have accepted responsibility for the actions that they've taken, and now have tried to re-enter society. And many of them, much like the ones that Senator Montgomery describes, have done amazing work in some of our districts and yours as well. So I would suggest, again, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose on this, but I would suggest that when you think about these individuals, they are people too, and that using the term felon or prisoner or inmate is a way to dehumanize those individuals, and that is a bad place to start. Second, I would suggest, particularly to my colleagues across the aisle, if you are into some reading, maybe you'd like to pick up a book called The New Jim Crow. There is an amazing author by the name of Michelle Alexander, all the way back in 2010, wrote a book called The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Age of Color Blindness. And what she pointed out magnificently in this book was the fact that, unlike the view that many folks might share, that the system of justice is perfect and that therefore those people, those felons, as many folks in this room have referred to them, have committed mistakes, those are different than us, and so we must put them away someplace and maybe not do anything to rehabilitate them, et cetera, et cetera. She points out the fact that the entire system, what her theory, which I believe is absolutely accurate, it's a new way, a new Jim Crow. It's a new way to take people of color, particularly black men and women, particularly black young men, and put them into a system in which they are closed off from things that they should have access to in society, like voting, like being part of a jury pool, like living in public housing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So as we continue with bills like Senator Benjamin's, and I'm very thankful that he introduced it, and many other ones that we will continue to introduce, that we will continue to pass, we will do so thinking about the fact that we don't have a perfect criminal justice system, and that the realities of the outcome of this system is to criminalize poverty, is to criminalize people of color, and we're trying to correct that. In different ways we will do it. First, by referring to these folks as individuals, as formerly incarcerated would be one thing. Second, to do a little bit of reading. I vote in the affirmative, Madam President.